offering this great facility for this. Before we turn it over to our special guest, I do want to recognize all of our Republican nominees that we have here with us today. I'm going to ask that if you would to stand, all of you. We've got some state officials all the way to local officials, opposed or unopposed. If you're a Republican nominee, that'll be on the ballot. We've got Insurance Commissioner Mike Cheney. We've got our Public Service Commissioner Leonard Bent. In addition to Representative Andy Gibson, I saw Cindy Shivers Bryant is running for House District 91. Do we have either of our Senate nominees here? I know Senator Perry Lee's on one of his mission trips. I don't know if Sally Doty's here. And then on our local races, you know, this is a real treat whenever we get to introduce our local Republican nominees now. It takes quite a while. We've got Sheriff Kenneth Lewis, Constable Randall Coleman, Supervisor Mickey Berry, Supervisor Randy Moore, Judge Eugene Knight. We've got a Supervisor nominee Brian Kennedy, a nominee in District 2 for Supervisor Larry Walker, Superintendent of Education nominee Glenn Harris. We've got Daniel Jones here, who's nominated for District Attorney. Who am I missing? If I'm not looking at you, if I overlooked somebody. Well, me, nominated. I would be remiss if I didn't take this time to say that it's always a privilege to have Governor Barber and Governor Bryant here with us. But I can't stress enough to you, the people of Simpson County, the commitment and dedication that both of these men have had for our county. Going back to, I can remember, I think of when Katrina came and our hospitals were running on generators, we were running out of fuel. Governor Barber, with all the other things going on, his staff, they got involved and found the tools necessary to keep our hospitals running, to keep I just could go on and on for the different things that both Governor Barber and Governor Bryant have done for our county, and Simpson County certainly owes them a debt of gratitude for their service, as does the whole state of Mississippi. But to introduce one of our guests, I'm going to call on Mr. Joe McNulty this time. And again, Joe, thank you for allowing us to do this.
As Brad said, I'm Joe McNulty, President of Pioneer Health Services, and I would like to welcome everybody here and thank you for coming out. It is my pleasure to introduce the governor of the great state of Mississippi. Trying to put extra syllables in there. Haley Barber.
Thank y'all. Thank y'all for coming out. Joe, thank you for doing this. Thanks for letting us use this spectacular facility. Thanks to this great crowd. I'm not going to talk long. I used to work for John Connolly a long time ago. He used to say the only thing worse than having to make a speech at 9 o'clock in the morning is having to sit through one. Having to stand through one has to be even harder. There are a few seats left up here, ladies, if y'all want to come. I got two things I want to briefly talk to you about. Both of them are about why we need to elect Phil Bryant governor and why we need to elect a Republican team to have more people like Perry Lee and more people like Andy. Andy, thank you for your prayer and for your service. Mike and Leonard, we need those kind of people serving in Mississippi for the right reasons, for the job they do and will do. And Simpson County is the same way. But let me tell you two things that I think are particularly important as we think about electing Phil and this Republican team on Tuesday. Debbie Wasserman Schultz may not be a name that everybody here is familiar with, but she's the national chairman of the Democratic Party. And having been national chairman of the Republican Party, I kind of keep up with what party chairmen do. Turns out Debbie came here 2 weeks ago, and she said, I'm not making this up, She said the road to re-elect Barack Obama president starts right here in Mississippi on Tuesday, November 8th. I'm not making it up. Folks, the road to replace Barack Obama as president begins in Mississippi on November 8th. And we should That is what the National Democratic Party wants this election to be about. And if they do, they're making a terrible mistake. They're making a terrible mistake. I want this election to be about having the right kind of governor and the right kind of lieutenant governor and public service commissioner, the legislature. And we can do that. We can do it for all the right reasons. But there's only one way we can fail. And that way is if we're complacent. If we think Phil's got it won. If we think it ain't going to be close. I don't know anybody that can vote for the other guy. I don't need to worry about it. In the last 20 years in 5 governor's elections, Republicans won 4 out of 5. What was unique about the one we lost? The smallest turnout in a gubernatorial election in a generation. People didn't vote. People thought Mike Parker had it made. I think Mike Parker thought he had it made. But we had a low turnout, and that gave us Ronnie Musgrove. We don't need that again. We need a big turnout. We need Simpson County to have a big turnout, and Lincoln County to have a big turnout. We need Smith County to have a big turnout. We need every county around here, Lawrence and Jeff Davis. We need a big turnout, but particularly we need a big turnout here. We need a big turnout because that'll elect Phil Bryant and that'll elect the Republican team. I ask this of you for the next 4 days till the polls close Tuesday night. I hope you'll talk to everybody you know. Talk to them verbally, tweet them, text them, Facebook them, group on them, link in them. I hope you'll talk to everybody you know. Because most everybody you know will vote for Phil if they vote. And don't ever forget, the most powerful thing in American politics today is not a TV spot, it's not a letter in the mailbox, not an ad in the newspaper. The most powerful thing in American politics today is when you say to somebody who respects you, I'm going to vote for Phil Bryant. Here's why, and I wish you would too. That has more influence than anything else in American politics. So we need you to talk to your friends and your family. Don't take your family for granted. Talk to your friends and your family. Talk to the people you work with, the people you work for, the people who work for you, the people you sell to, the people you buy from, the people your children go to school with, the people you go to the high school football game with on tonight, or college football game tomorrow, or the people you go to church with on Sunday. Because let's face it, in our state, folks that go to church on Sunday vote on Tuesday. If I hadn't got to everybody you know, it's because I'm not thinking of everything. Everybody you know is who you ought to talk to, okay? And make sure they vote, that they actually vote. You can vote absentee today or up till noon tomorrow. Certain clerk's office is open till noon tomorrow by law, so people can vote absentee who are going to be out of town. If Simpson County has